All right, so welcome to online math. First day, we are classifying quadrilaterals. So the essential question is, how can you use sides and angles to help you describe quadrilaterals? So I really want you to think about this question while we are working through our problems. All right, the first question is telling us that, or says, it tells us quadrilaterals are named by their sides and their angles. So here, we are going to describe quadrilaterals. Alrighty. So, a quadrilateral we want to figure out how many sides it has and how many angles it has. So, right here, I see a side, another side, this side, and this side. So I see 4 sides here. Right here I have a side, another side here, and a side there. Right here I have a side, another side. What are these lines called when they never cross? This is important. When they never cross, they're called parallel lines. All right, and then I have a side here and a side here. All right, so far, all of my quadrilaterals have 4 sides. Let's keep looking. Here I have a side, another side. This quadrilateral kind of looks like a kite. Side here and a side there. My rectangle, side here, side there. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can clarify that a quadrilateral has 4 sides. All right. Now we want to figure out angles. Oh, I guess you guys can't tell me. I'm so used to teaching with you guys here. So an angle is formed by 2 rays that share an endpoint. And I bet you guys are probably wondering, Miss Seawitch, what is a ray? So a ray is formed by 2 lines that share an endpoint. Okay? So right here I have an angle. Here's an angle. Here's another angle. And there's my other angle. Okay, I have those 2 lines that share an endpoint, and that is my angle. All right. Line here, and there's the angle it shares. Here and right here. So I have 4. Here's another angle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can say that we know a quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 angles. All right, now we are going to learn more about different types of quadrilaterals. So our first type of quadrilateral is a trapezoid. So let's look here at our trapezoids. They all look different. A trapezoid is defined as it has at least blank pair of opposite sides that are parallel lengths of sides that could be the same. Remember this word, at least. All right, so right here, remember, a parallel line are lines that we know will never cross. So I have this set of parallel lines, right? Oh, but would those be parallel lines? Probably not, because they would end up crossing. So those would not be parallel. Okay, but if you go this way, they could be. But we know that they have to keep going on and on and on and not cross. It doesn't matter which direction you go in. It has to go up and down. So those would cross. So those aren't parallel. Right here, would these lines be parallel? Yes. because they would never cross on either side, right or left. Okay? Now we're going to look at our next shape. So here we have, let's clarify here, we had one set of parallel lines. Okay? Right here, sorry, can't see as well. There we go. All right, so right here, my parallel lines, I have a set here. These may eventually cross though, these two lines, but I have a set right here of parallel lines. Again, sorry, it's kind of sloppy. Let me erase. It's different when I'm on the whiteboard and I have a lot of space. Here I'm just using the book. All right, let's do a fresh start. All right, so we know that these lines would end up crossing like I just showed you, but these two sides would not cross. So I have one set here. Now, let's look right here. This shape is a little bit different. Why? Because it might have more than one set. But remember, our definition says at least. So right here I have a set here and a set here of parallel lines, because we know that those two sets, this set, they would never cross, and then right here, the lines would never cross. So I know I have a set right here. So a trapezoid has to have at least one pair of opposite sides that are parallel lengths of sides that could be the same. All right, now let's define a rectangle. A rectangle has blank pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So if I'm looking at my rectangle, we know how to determine if it's parallel. The lines are going to never cross when they continue. So I have one set here that are parallel, and my other set is parallel. Okay, so this one has two. Now let's look here. And this shape also has, two. So two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. And now we need to figure out, okay, blank pairs of sides that are of equal length. Okay, so I know that these two parallel lines are of equal length, and this pair of parallel lines are also equal length. So right here, two pairs have equal lengths, side lengths. And right here, I also have two pairs of sides that are of equal length. So right here is a 2. Now, right angles. All right, let's think back. We know we have 3 different types of angles that we've learned about. So we've learned about right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles. So remember, a right angle is a perfect 90-degree angle. Our acute angles are itty-bitty angles that are less than 90 degrees, and our obtuse angles are over 90 degrees. All right, so I can see right here that I have 4 right angles in this rectangle, and I have 4 right angles in this rectangle. So I can confidently say that I have 4 right angles. All right, now let's take a look at our next quadrilateral, the square. So we need to figure out how many pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So right here I have a set that is parallel. Those lines will never cross no matter how far they go. And right here I have a set of sides that are parallel. So I can say I have 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. All right, now we need to figure out how many sides that are of equal length. All right, I see that they are all the same length. So I can say that I have 4 sides that are of equal length, and I have a right angle here, a right angle here. Remember that perfect 90 degrees and a right angle here. Sometimes when we're lucky, the problem may already have that sign for you, so you can just look at it and say, oh, that's a right angle. I already knew that. So we know that this square is a right angle. Oops. All right. Now we're looking at our last quadrilateral, the rhombus. So let's look at those parallel lines. I have a set here that will never cross, and I have a set here that will never cross. So here I have two pairs, okay? Yes, there are 4 lines, but remember, this is a pair and this is a pair. All right, so this has 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. And here I also have 2 sides, or a set here that are parallel and a set here that are parallel. So both have 2 pairs. All right, sides that are of equal length. I see that the square, yep, I can see that those are equal length. Now, this one might get a little tricky for some of us because it's slanted, and it's like, how do I know? Well, how I like to look at it is sometimes you need to flip your paper around. So if I turn my paper right here, I can see that, okay, those are equal. It's like a diamond, and these are equal. Okay, it's just a different way of looking at the sides. So I think we can tell now that the sides are all equal. So there are 4 sides in a rhombus that are of equal length. All right, now it is your turn. You are going to try your best on, I still have my document camera, you guys, my favorite thing. I could bring it home to do this with you. Okay, so I want you to try these problems on your own. This page on your own. If you're feeling up to a challenge, try the problem solving. I know a lot of you can do it. Okay, the bright side is we don't have to rip out our homework since you're already doing this all at home, unless you want some extra work. I will have these answers for you to check your work, but make sure you guys try this on your own, okay? You gotta try, and I want you to do your best. Try it, don't stress. You can call me if you need help. I will be right here waiting. All right, have fun, you guys.